Hi, friends, and welcome to this 25-minute beginner-friendly yoga class. Let's start by gently closing your eyes, finding a comfortable seated position, rolling the shoulders back, and begin to tune into your breath, not changing it in any way. In through the nose and out through the nose. Placing one hand over your heart and one hand over your belly. Inhaling belly, ribs, chest. Exhaling chest, ribs, low belly. Inhaling deep, wide, and full. Pausing. Exhaling, letting go, letting go, letting go. Breathing in through the nose, through your belly, ribs, and chest. And exhaling chest, ribs, low belly. Taking that a few more times at your own pace. Now release all doing with the breath and gently come back to your normal breath. Place your hands face down on your knees for grounding or up for receiving. Maybe notice how you feel a little bit different now and you feel more at home in your body. Inhale, arms come up and overhead, hands meet at your third eye or your heart center, bowing down to your heart, setting beautiful intentions for this practice. Gently place your left fingertips outside of your left hip. Your right hand reaches up by the right ear and gently let that right ear fall over that right hand fall over that left ear. Maybe you want to stay on your fingertips or come down to your elbow. Whatever variation feels good in your body today. Make sure you roll that right shoulder back, opening that heart up towards the ceiling. Mine likes to creep up. And take a deep breath in that right side body. Inhale, coming back up to center. Pausing here for a moment and feeling the difference between both sides. Big inhale, place that right fingertips outside of the right hip. Left bicep comes by the left ear and gently lean over that left ear. Maybe taking it on your fingertips once more, or going down to the elbow if you need a deeper stretch in that side body. Inhale deeply in that side body, roll that left shoulder back, opening the heart towards the ceiling, opening your heart towards the sky. Inhale deeply and exhale, slowly lift back up to center. Placing that left hand by the side and the right hand by the side. Pausing. And now meeting me in a tabletop position in the center of your mat. Hands come directly underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips. Once you find your center, inhale, lift the tailbone. Drop the belly, open the chest, look up. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the tailbone, head comes down. Inhaling, coming up, lifting the tailbone, dropping the belly, opening the chest. Exhale, round the spine. Tuck the tailbone, head comes down. Inhale, maybe taking some circles with your hips here. Your upper body goes in the opposite direction of the hips. Not really worrying about what this movement looks like, but how it's feeling in your body. And exhale, let's take it the opposite direction. If this movement is too hard for you today, just continue with the cat-cows, and then you'll slowly develop this movement over time. Come back to center. Breathe here. Take your cat-cows back and forward, making a wave-like motion with your body. Inhale, lifting the tailbone, reaching the hips to the heels, looking up. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the tailbone, coming forward. Inhale, hips to heels. Exhale, come forward. Now, back to center. Extend that left leg behind you, pressing into the toes and pressing the back heel towards the back of the mat. Maybe giving it a nice rock on that toes. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, press the right foot behind you, pressing into those toes. And press into the heel towards the back of the mat. Remaining in stillness or taking that rock, whatever feels great to you today. Remembering to breathe. Come back to center. Taking our sunbird here, tucking the toes. Extend that left leg behind you, toes pointing towards the floor. Right hand extends in front of you. Gaze is in between the fingers. Spine is straight, core is tight. Breathe. Exhale, slowly release. Hand to the floor, foot to the floor. Other side, right leg extends back, left arm forward. Gaze in between the hands, toes are flexed and pointing down towards the mat. One long line of energy running from your fingers to the heel of your foot. Inhale, exhale, slowly release. Looking to your left hip and your right, wiggling out those hips. Coming back to center, remove any props that you have in the middle of your mat. And find a tabletop position again, hands directly underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips. Tucking the toes, lifting the hips up and back into your downward dog. Pressing in to your hands, fingertips, pressing into the mat, arms, biceps extending towards each other. Slight bend in the knees to ease into this position. Maybe take a walk with your dog. Inhaling, bending into one knee. Exhaling, bending into the other. Or maybe you choose to remain in stillness. Come back to center, lift up onto those toes and lift the heels towards the left side and slowly release them towards the mat. come back to center. Slowly release them to the other side. Breathing, making sure you're still in alignment. Exhale. Slowly come back to your knees and bring that left foot forward in the center. The left knee is directly over the left ankle, maybe grabbing your blanket or your towel and placing it underneath that right knee. Inhale, arms come up and overhead into your low crescent lunge, and do some energy movement here. Inhaling, arms coming up. Exhaling, slowly pressing that energy that no longer serves you away. Inhaling up. Exhaling, hands come forward, palms down to the ground, pushing that energy away. Inhale, arms come up, palms meet, hands come to heart center, hinge at the hips, and maybe you want to grab a block here, open the belly, chest, shoulders to the left side, placing that right hand inside of that left foot. Gaze can be up towards those fingertips or to that side. Breathe here. Take in this movement. Hips are square towards the front. And slowly bring that arm back down. Heel toe the left foot out towards the left edge of the mat, letting the pinky toe fall open, coming into that lizard posture. You can stay on your palms here, or you can come down to the forearms. You really feel that stretch in your right hip, also in your left hip. Breathe into those sensations, breathing love into those areas where you feel the most tension. And exhale, slowly come back up and grab your right knee with your left hand, bending into that right knee, stretching out that right thigh, and exhaling, slowly coming back to center. Bring that foot back up and heel toe the left foot back to center. Tuck the back toe. Bring that right knee a little bit forward and lean back with your hips into your half split, your Ardha Hanumanasana. You can have a micro bend in that front knee, making sure the hips are square towards the front of the mat, pulling back with that left hip, pushing a little bit forward with that right hip to find balance. Come back to center, come forward, and step that right foot forward into your yogi squat. I'm going to come to the front here for you so you can see how this pose will look. Your feet are hips width apart, toes are pointing out, sitting down to the ground, elbows come outside of the knees, palms in prayer position. If this is too challenging for you today, you can add a block underneath the seat or place the palms in front of you. Remember to reach the tailbone down and lengthen your crown towards the ceiling. Breathing here. And if you want to play today, you come into your crow pose. I love to balance on the knees. So come up on to your toes and place the knees on the back of your elbows, close to your armpits, and slowly try to lift one toe at a time, touching both toes together, looking forward. If that's enough for you today, you can stop here or you can continue stretching in your malasana. your yogi squat. Remember to breathe and to not give up. It will take a long time to get this pose if you're a beginner, but it is not impossible. Now we're going to come to the other side of your crescent lunge. Inhale, come up into your crescent lunge. Right knee is in front, left leg is behind. And we're going to do that energy work one more time. Inhaling, arms reach up and overhead, palms facing forward, coming down, pressing that energy that no longer serves you away. Inhale up, exhale, pressing that energy away. Inhale up, palms meet, down to heart center. Hinge at the hips, bring that left hand inside that right foot and open that right arm up to the right side. Belly, chest, and shoulders, turn to the right side, grabbing a block if you need it. Breathing here. Exhale, slowly coming back to center. Heel toeing that right foot towards the right edge of your mat, letting that foot fall open onto the right pinky into your lizard posture. Remembering that you can stay on your hands here or come down to your forearms for fallen lizard. Breathe into those areas that are feeling so much tension. Breathe love. And slowly allow the tension to release. And take one more deep breath, coming back up to center, bending into that left knee, reaching back with your right arm, stretching that left thigh. Breathe here and really feel that stretch. And if this is too much for you today, stay in that lizard posture. Slowly release that knee back down to the floor, tuck the toes, and sit back that right hip into your half split, your Ardha Hanumanasana. The front foot is flexed. Front knee is slightly bent into a micro bend, coming up onto the fingertips. Inhaling, exhaling, slowly releasing over that knee a little bit more. Remembering to pull that right hip back and push that left hip forward for balance. Breathe, come back to center. Bend into that right knee forward into your lunge position. Tuck the back toes and slowly bring that right knee back into a tabletop position and slowly sit up. We're going to come into what a lot of people call the fire log. So bring the left heel on the right knee and make sure that bottom leg is parallel with the top, and slowly start to bend over those legs. Feeling that stretch in the outer thigh. Breathe in to the sensations you're feeling in your body once again. Tuning into you. Being here and now. Gently come back up. Slowly walk yourself back to center and preparing for movement on the other side. Placing that right heel on the left knee, making sure the legs are parallel, and gently walking the hands forward. Forehead comes to the mat or to a block. And slowly release all that tension in your outer thigh. Breathe. Inhale, come up. Exhale, slowly walk your hands back towards the body. Bend your knees and come to the center of your mat. Knees can touch, hips sit back to the heels. Knees can be wide for opening the hips or close together for releasing the low back. Forehead comes to the mat for your child's pose, Balasana. Breathe here and tune into you. Maybe rolling the forehead back and forth on the mat, giving a nice massage to that third eye. Inhale, slowly look up. Exhale, walk your hands back to center. Keep the eyes closed for a moment and inhale, arms come up and overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms, chest comes forward into your cactus cow. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift the chest forward, looking up. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, slowly releasing the arms down by the side, shifting the hips to one side, coming towards the center of your mat. Knees are lifted. Inhale, lift the hips up into your bridge posture and slowly shift the hips to the left side and gently lift the hips down, crossing the left leg over the right and letting the legs fall over to the right side. Gaze can be over that left arm or it can be up with your eyes closed, going into the stillness. Breathing here, releasing any tension you have in the spine. Coming back to the intention of tuning in to the sensations you're feeling within the body. Inhale, slowly come back up to center, shift the hips back to center. Inhale, lift the hips up, shifting them to the right side. Right leg crosses over the left knee and the knees fall to the left. Breathing here and appreciating this moment of stillness. And inhale, exhale, slowly come back up with the knees, uncrossing the top knee and letting your heels come towards the end of the mat, bringing your heels towards the edge of the mat, letting the toes fall open, arms come down by your side, inhaling deeply, tuning into the breath. Exhaling, letting go. With each inhale, you feel the front body getting light, and with each exhale, you feel the back body sinking into the mat further, letting your body know it's okay to relax. Shavasana. Slowly bringing attention back to the breath, inhaling and exhaling. Bringing movement back into the fingertips. Bringing movement back into the body. And gently bringing your knees back up, coming onto your feet. Inhale, bring the arms up and overhead, giving yourself one last nice stretch. Bring your knees into the chest, giving yourself a gentle hug, rocking side to side and thanking yourself for showing up for this practice, showing up for you. When you're ready, roll on to that right side and imagine yourself being reborn here. Keeping the eyes closed, gently come back up into a comfortable seated position. Once you find your comfortable seat, inhale, arms come up and overhead, palms meet, palms come to your head to have clear and loving thoughts, your mouth to speak clear and loving words, and your heart to have clear and loving intentions. The light in me honors the light in you. Ashe and Jai Bhagwan. If you enjoyed this practice with me today, please give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Until next time.